I think quitting my job might have been a really stupid idea, but at the same time, it might be the best decision I've ever made. Hear me out. So during last year, I quit my full-time job without any backup plan. I have no business, no stable income, just an idea that I'll figure this all out. Yeah, sounds naive. I was still doing part-time jobs at the time and also trying to do a bit of freelancing here and there. And honestly, I thought things would be different. Hopefully, my family and friends won't see this because, yeah, it's kind of awkward. I would say my expectation for quitting a job is that you have more freedom, more time. Like life has been given back to you and you have a say in what you want to do. But in reality, it felt like I was more lost. I think for some reason I've been constantly exposed by a lot of Alex Hormozy, who's it called, Danko, these kind of content, like these podcasts that I've been listening to about entrepreneurship. And like when you have brought agency to your life, you will feel more alive and you will figure out something to do in the meantime, and life will feel more fulfilling, which is something that I did not get when I was in the job. It didn't really felt like a stupid idea to quit my job, but the reality is when it's all up to you, like you really got to lock in and focus on what you want to do. And yes, I did. I would say I had clear plans on what I wanted to learn, what I wanted to strive for, what I wanted to try. But the thing is, I would say the lack of skills really humbled me. Like for example, I wanted to do content creation more, but when I was stepping into it, then I noticed, like creating content from scratch, from the designing process, the scripting and everything, despite me having a marketing job, it's still something that I struggle. But I would say it's normal. It's just that it really takes a lot of time. Another thing is like I also wanted to dabble into AI. Maybe I was too overhyped with how AI was back then, but I wanted to create like digital products and businesses using AI. Then I noticed that not all of the AI software can immediately help you solve everything you need in a business. Like there are still aspects in the business where you need that human touch and you still need that experience. So, to be honest, I wanted to start a digital product business, but I was quite insecure and I was afraid that I would just lose out on that paid ads money. There was instances of wanting to sell products here and there, but it all fell through by it was either the product quality being not that good. Yeah, mainly being that I wasn't satisfied with the products that I was going to sell. Fuck, why I feel like this whole part is quite ranty. And if I were to look back at it, am I satisfied with the results? Not really, but I'm getting somewhere. Like for my fitness journey, I would say I stayed way more consistent. I also partaked in marathons, which maybe a year ago I would not have imagined myself doing that. But in terms of the business side, I guess it gives me a newer perspective of like maybe AI is a bit overhyped. Like not all of the AI software can really solve the whole problem of a one person business. Or it could also be that I lack skills. So yeah, I would say throughout this journey, my biggest realization and reflection is that I lack skills. I lack quite a few skills that moving forward, I would try to strive for those. Yeah, it's basically that my lack of skills which led me to have results that are like that. And lastly, the content creation thing, I would say, in terms of results, like if you want to say metrics wise, numbers, of course, it wasn't that good. Okay. Like my main account, I barely grew it more than, I don't know, 30 followers. And like the content I was putting out, I wouldn't say it's bad, but it wasn't really good as well. Like I had a lot to learn. And I also opened a new account and that also didn't really do that well, but it's just at the new stages. It was just like 1 month ago. I have 78 followers now. It's not really doing that well, but there are a few metrics that show that there's potential. So I'll be continuing to grind on that. And yeah, this YouTube channel also is something that I kept on been putting aside, but yeah, I really wanted to get back into the flow. So everything, it's like I'm moving the needle, but it's not at a point where I'm happy with the results, if you know what I mean. Even though I tend to say like I kind of got it all under control, was I lost? Definitely. But yes, I know that the human brain is always so weird. Like when I was in my full-time job stressing about it, I was so zoomed in on the issue at hand that I just felt like I wanted to escape, like I wanted to go out. But maybe back then, if I was able to zoom out a little and see that there are still some parts that are good about the job or there are things that I could have changed, then maybe I would have quit my job. But at the time, I really couldn't see a way out other than quitting. And I don't blame myself because I guess that's just how life is. You have to experience things, you have to hit a wall. You have to do some trial and error to know whether if you like this or didn't like this. So I don't see this as like a step back. It's more of like my GPS is recalibrating the way that I want to walk towards my end goal. But I think most of the times when creators romanticize like quitting quitting without a backup plan, usually those that romanticize that is because in the end they succeeded. They had something to show. Or maybe they learned something. Maybe that's kind of why I'm romanticizing quitting as well. But yeah, one thing that I truly believe is that any one of you looking at this video can say 100 reasons why whatever I did was wrong. But if let's say I were to be successful, if let's say I hit that so-called success metrics that everyone sees it as, then would this quitting decision actually be a bad thing? Or would it be the best decision of my life? If you want to go to the extreme, there are people that stay in jobs and in the end they were so stressed that they have health condition issues. So was that a good idea of staying in that job? Right, it's everything is hindsight, so yeah. But one thing that I really believe in, which is something that Dan Cole, one of our creators, said, when you feel lost in life and you don't know where you want to go, if it's possible, try to strip away the things that you need to do and get bored. Honestly, when I was getting bored, I started to see a clearer vision of what actually I wanted to do. There's always something that you want to do. It's just that whether or not you have the time or you had the motive to do it. So yeah, that's about wraps up my whole quitting my 9 to 5 journey. Was it worth it? Some parts of me say yes, some parts of me say no. It's just, I would say it's just part of the process of figuring out myself, because I just felt like if I didn't do it now, then when? Like the older I get, the less likely I feel that I'll have the chance to take a risk and figure out what my path truly is, because if I don't figure it out now, I don't want to regret it 5 years later. Yeah, do I regret it? Fuck no. I don't give a shit.